This question is asked in GATE 2005. The question is, they are saying that there are two entities, E1 and E2, and they are saying that there are two relationships between E1 and E2, and they are saying R1 is one-to-many relation and R2 is many-to-many relation, and R1 and R2 does not have any attributes of their own, which means there are no attributes for the relationships. What is the minimum number of tables? They are asking about the number of tables required. So if you want to see it in a ER diagram, I'll just draw it for you. See, E1 is given as an entity and E2 is also given as an entity, and now they are saying that there are two relationships between E1 and E2. Let's call them, one is R1 and the other one is R2. There are two relationships, okay, and one relationship R1 is one-to-many relationship, okay, and the other relationship is many-to-many relationship. It really doesn't matter which side you put M and which side you put 1, because they are not interested in exact construction of the tables. They are just asking you to see how many tables will be required in minimum. So if you are interested in only the number of tables, and if you are not worrying about the number of exact tables construction, then you need not worry about where you are going to place one side and where is the M side, many side, right? And one more thing they said is E1 and E2 are having all the attributes. I didn't write it here, mention it here, but then they said that E1 and E2 are having all the attributes which are single value attributes, simple attributes, right? So what is the significance of that point? Since all the attributes are having simple attributes, we need not have any new tables for the attributes themselves, right? Attributes need not have any new values. In case if the attributes are multi-valued, maybe we might have to add a table for attributes. Therefore, in this case, in this example, we need not add any new tables for the attributes, right? So now see this. For every entity we are going to add a table. So for this one table is required, and for this one table is required, right? And now I told you that in case of one-to-many relationships, we could actually represent the relation as foreign key in one of the tables. Which table? The many side. If this is the many side, I can represent this relationship here. How is that represented? By taking the primary key from E1 and adding it to this table, and this particular table will refer to this one as the foreign key. Got it? Which means I am going to add the primary key of E1 as the foreign key to E2, and the foreign key here will refer to the primary key here. Got it? So how many tables? For this one, no table is required. And what about the many-to-many? For many-to-many relationships, I told you that there is no way I could represent this particular relationship either this side or this side, right? Therefore, I have to create a new table which contains all the prime attributes from E1 and E2. Let us say there is only one prime attribute from E1, which is A1, and let us say there is only one prime attribute from E2, which is A2, right? Which means prime attribute in the sense, I mean to say the key attribute, okay? Let me use the key attribute word only, because prime attribute will get confused later. Let's say key attribute. There is only one key attribute for E1 and one key attribute for E2. Now I am going to take these two key attributes, and I am going to form a new table which is going to represent this particular relation. And now this A1 is going to refer to the primary key of this E1 as the foreign key, and this one is referring to this one as the foreign key, right? Therefore, how many tables I need? One table for this, one table for this, one table for this. Minimum number of tables required is 3. What about this one? This one is represented as the foreign key in this table, and it is going to refer to this. Got it? And what about the maximum number of tables required? This one is going to take one table, and if you want to add, if you wish to add, you could easily add one more table. So maximum number of tables required will be 4. Anyway, people are interested in minimum number of tables, not in the maximum number of tables, right? So minimum will be 3 and maximum is 4. So the answer is 3. Got it? Okay.